if not kids, you have a family back home, right? So every family member is getting old every second,
Yeah.
right? આજથી 20 વર્ષ પછી, when you will sit down and look at the images that you have shot, right? Or I sit down or he sits down and look at the images at the shot, most of us do not document our immediate surroundings.
Yeah.
આપણે મોટા થયા અત્યારે કહું કે મારે તો નાનો હતો ને ત્યારે આવું કરતો હતો. But I just have 10 photographs of myself in a birthday where the cake was being put in my face. That's how we document our families also. Right? હું તમને પૂછું કે close your eyes. Close your eyes. Let me give you a word. Mother. What do you think? The first scene.
My mother, of course.
Where was she?
I remember a photograph of hers in her office.
Okay. So, have you ever photographed her in her office? Right?
Because that was a photograph that I saw, and that's in my memory.
Agreed. But you never shot it.
I never shot it.
Right? So, if we can document things in our house itself, we don't have to go anywhere.
Yeah.
Right? Like I said, for the girl, dining table, there was an intern who I had, and I gave him a topic, dining table.
Yeah.
Interpret dining table of your house and bring me 30 images after 2 months. એ તો ગાડો થઈ ગયો કે ડાઇનિંગ ટેબલ શું ફોટા પાડું. બટ ધેન હી સ્ટાર્ટેડ રિયલાઇઝિંગ કે ડાઇનિંગ ટેબલ પર છે ને સવારે દાદા છે ને એ બેસીને છાપું વાંચે ને ત્યારે આમ પગ કરીને બેઠા હોય છે. હા, પછી આવીને મેડ ત્યાં સફાઈ કરતી હોય છે, ત્યારે બધી ખુરશીઓ આમ તેમ કરી નાખે છે, તો રોજ નવા પેટર્ન બનાવે છે. હા, સો હી ફોટોગ્રાફ 30 images on how the maid puts the chairs. That was a great set of images.
Yeah.
Then the next scene could have been કે એના પપ્પા બેસીને ત્યાં નાસ્તો કરે છે. Fourth scene could have been something. Fifth scene could have been મમ્મી એકલી બેસીને ત્યાં નાસ્તો જમે છે, કારણ કે મમ્મી સાથે તો કોઈ ઉપર હોતું જ નથી, બધા જતા રહીએ છે. સો એ ડાઇનિંગ ટેબલ કેટલું બધું ઓબ્ઝર્વ કરે છે. Now imagine if I photograph my dining table for 5 years, down the line I have the most powerful set of images and things. So everything has a great story to tell. Only thing is we don't observe it. Right? તમે મમ્મીને કીધું, હું કદાચ મમ્મીને વિચારું છું કે મમ્મી એટલે my mother is 72, she still drives a car on her own. But I have never photographed her driving a car. So I am stupid. After 10 years she won't be able to drive a car, or if she's not around I'll think यार मम्मी तो होता 75 वर्ष भी गाड़ी चलाता. But have I documented history? I have not. My son is growing old every minute.
Yeah.
But I am not documenting him growing old. આપણે આપણા પાસપોર્ટ ફોટો જોઈએ છે, બરાબર છે? અત્યારે તારા કોલેજ પહેલાંનો પાસપોર્ટ ફોટો જોઈને હવે જોઈતો હશે કે કેવું લાગતો હતો. સો દેટ પાવર ઓફ photography is very important in our lives, which we do not utilize. So all of us need to start documenting things in a more meaningful way around it. So that whole idea of observing things and collating things together, like the whole idea of the maid arranging the chairs in 30 different ways, ये तो आइन फेंकी ने हम तम झाड़ू मारता. But the geometry in which we shot with, and when we put the images together on a contact sheet, it was a piece of art.
Most of the people fell in love with photography by photographing their loved ones. Most of the photographers. અને એક હમણાં જ મેં એક મૂવી જોઈ હતી, કોડાક્રોમ કરીને. તમે જોઈ?
No, I've not seen it.
So there is this world-renowned photographer. He's a father, and he's having a very troubled relationship with his son. And he is diagnosed with some terminal illness, and he is like typical 3-4 months left. And he has one last 2 film roles left to be developed. And now for the remaining 3 months of his life, all he wants to do is travel from one place to the only place where that Kodak film is being developed. And there is one last day that આના પછી અમે films accept નહીં કરીએ because we don't have resources anymore. So they'd go on a road trip, the father and the son. એ ત્યાં જાય છે ત્યારે બહુ, it's a beautiful film, feel good film. અને એમાં એક conversation એવું થાય છે around film and data. So the dialogue is, now you don't have photographs because there are no prints. Now all you have is just data.
Correct.
So what's your take on the debate of film and shooting film on film and shooting on digital?
See, a lot of people have told me that the purity of photography is gone because, બધું digital થઈ ગયો ને કચરો થઈ ગયો ને phone પર આવી ગયું, so everything is getting easier. But it's one thing is there, that's its reality and we have to accept it. Right? So we have to accept it's made the medium more easy and accessible, and it's helped it popularize more. So I still like a lot when photographs are put in print, and more so when photographs are in books. Right? तो मैंने अजी भी when I don't have a shoot, I'm sitting at office, I at least spend half an hour going through books, because what it helps me put things in perspective. આજે 100 ફોટો હોય તો એક સિક્વન્સમાં કેમ મૂક્યા અને ફોટો કેમ લીધા, અને બેસિકલી how you weave a story is what is important. So that's one aspect. And basically when you're printing also, what it teaches you is it teaches you the art of culling or editing. કે મારા 1000 ફોટો છે એમાંથી એક જ પ્રિન્ટ કરવાનો છે કે એમાં પૈસા લાગે છે. તો એ એક ફોટો મેં કઈ રીતે સિલેક્ટ કર્યો અને કેમ કર્યું, that's a big exercise. Right? So from that perspective it is very important. Having said that, I'm vouching for digital કારણ કે as I said, it's made the medium easier. When cell phone photography when became viral in 2018-19, બહુ જ વધી ગયું હતું. So I had just shifted into photography at that time. So people are telling me હવે તો આ ફ્યુચર શું છે તમારું, આ બધા ફોનથી જ ફોટા પાડશે તો તમારા ફોટાની શું જરૂર, who is going to take you as a photographer? But what it has done is all of us are shooting the whole day now, and all of us are looking at images every time. So all of us are more aware about what a good image is and what a bad image is. So the whole education of photography and awareness has grown so much that the importance of good photographers has also grown. Right? 10 years before, if you would have shown me a below average image to a normal person, એને કદાચ લાગે કે પાર્થભાઈ તો જોરદાર ફોટોગ્રાફર છે, પણ હવે તમે એવરેજ ફોટો બતાવશો તો કે આવા તો યાર રોજ ઇન્સ્ટા પર નવું શું છે. So basically everybody has developed an eye. That's where digital has played a great role. Right? So it's made the whole art of photography easy and accessible, and that's why it's become. But it's all on you, right? આપણે કેજીમાં છે ત્યારથી આપણે બધા પેન્સિલ તો હતી જ, પણ આપણે રાઇટર્સ નથી થયા, એટલે હવે બધા બસ કેમેરા છે. સો જે જોઈ શકશે સારો ફોટોગ્રાફર બનશે, એવું છે.